afternoon and welcome once again to Grumpy Chud and Grandad's Yorkshire Prediction League. Well, we didn't do too well last week, did we, Chud?
No, but I know your score.
Oh, what were the scores overall between me and you?
So then, you got 21 points.
That sounds pretty good to me.
And I only got 11.
11. So last week, who was the winner out of us two?
You.
I was the winner, yes. I want you to say, you were the winner, Grandad.
You were the winner, Grandad.
Oh, well, if you're not going to say it with enthusiasm,
You
I
were
will.
the winner, Grandad.
Correct. Well done. But we didn't do that well, did we, in predicting
No,
scores?
not exactly.
I think I got one perfectly right, and I think that was the pig score. Fancy that. Who knew they were going to lose? Well, we both did, really.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, and I got it exactly right. This week, we've only got 8 predictions to do, haven't we?
Because Hull play Wednesday and Barnes will play Bradford.
Oh, a couple of Yorkshire derbies.
Yeah.
That's what we like to see, isn't it?
Yeah.
So let's go through, shall we go through this first, our predictions, or do you want to tell us how those Yorkshire clubs are stacking up in the Yorkshire League?
We'll do the Yorkshire Club stacking.
Go on then, tell us the league. Who's top
First is Barnsley with add 4 goals.
with +4 goal
Yeah.
difference? Yeah, that was a good result for
Then
Barnsley.
Leeds.
Leeds are second. Boom. What did we say we were going to call them?
I can't remember.
Underpants smell?
I
Or
can't.
bum crack?
I still can't remember.
Something like that. Okay, they're in second.
Donny.
Then Donny, yeah.
Then Bradford.
Then Bradford.
Then Wednesday.
Yes!
Then Pigs.
Oh, we're ahead of them, yes!
Then York.
Yeah.
Yay!
Oh, you've got a York shirt on as well.
I have.
Because we took a visit to Bootham Crescent yesterday, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, and they reopened the shop just for you.
Yeah.
Okay, so who's after York?
Hull.
So Hull bottom.
Hull are not bottom.
Who's bottom then?
Rotherham.
Oh. Rotherham are bottom. Do you think they will get higher than that this season?
Well, actually, technically, Huddersfield.
Yeah, but they're playing their first game this
Yeah,
week,
I know.
aren't they? So that will
But-
void. Do you think Rotherham will finish above bottom this season?
No, I don't think so. But really, actually, Huddersfield beat Rotherham. We haven't played a game yet.
Yes, yes. Well, to be fair, I'd settle on Wednesday not playing any games and take the position as well, because I think we would finish higher than we are now.
Actually, I don't think you will.
I think we will.
Oh.
So that's the league as it stands at the moment. At the moment, Barnsley are top of the Yorkshire Prediction League. Okay then, moving on to week 2. We've only got 8 games, as we said, and the first game up is Wednesday versus Hull. Who have you got for that then,
I've
Chud?
got 3-0 Wednesday.
3-0 Wednesday. You didn't do right good last week with the Wednesday prediction, and that was your shoe of the week. This week I've gone for Wednesday to win 2-1. Okay, what about QPR versus the Pigs?
2-2.
2-2. Well, I've gone for 3-0 to QPR, and I make this one my plant pot of the week. I think it's going to be an easy 3 points for QPR. I think they are going to marmalise the Pigs, and it's a big win.
Well, the next game is Derby against Leeds. What have
Derby
you got?
Derby against who?
Leeds.
Derby against who?
I can't remember.
Butt cracks.
Short-term memory. I can't do it.
Derby against butt cracks. Say it for me.
I've already forgotten.
Derby against. Well, I can stay all here all day. Derby against
I forgot again.
butt cracks. Derby against.
Butt crack.
Correct.
I've done it this time.
Yes, so that's next
I
up.
remember that.
Derby against butt cracks. What have you got?
Well, I put 1-0 Derby,
And?
and it's my shoe of the week.
Shoe of the week. So what score have you got?
1-0 Derby.
1-0 Derby, and it's your shoe of the week. 1-0 Derby versus
Butt cracks.
butt cracks. Okay, and next up is Rotherham versus. Hello? Rotherham versus Ipswich. What have you gone for that?
2-0 Ipswich.
2-0 Ipswich. I've also gone for an Ipswich win. 1-0 though. What about BB? Bradford versus Barnsley. Ooh.
Well, I've got.
Oh, look, we've got some props here. We can't see that on camera. Let's hold it over here. Yes?
So,
Yes?
Yes, what?
Everybody can see it now.
Yeah.
Tell us what you were going to
see
say.
it. So, why is Sam Field Barnsley's best one to watch? He's an 18-year-old and he's only played twice.
Yeah, but perhaps you should explain to people that this is the Citizen from York City, okay? And this is what they think of these people.
I think that one to
Wait,
watch
let
is
me
Sam
just
Field.
explain to people, otherwise they're just going to think you're going off on one again, right? This was the pre-season games for York against local sides, and this is what they thought when they played Barnsley. So say that again.
So, apparently the one to watch is Sam Field and he's only ever played twice at Barnsley.
Yeah.
He was only signed by club a year ago.
Yeah. But you was at the first Barnsley game, weren't you, against Oxford? Did he play?
He did not.
He did not. Did he play against York?
I don't think so.
What was the score against York again?
7-1.
What was the score against Oxford?
4-0.
So that's 11 goals Barnsley have scored. You just think that they picked the wrong one to watch, do you?
There was this, yes. But there was
Okay.
this,
Sit down then.
there was this York player
Yes.
that looked like one matter.
Oh, did he? It wasn't John Parkin then.
It wasn't, it was one matter.
What does John Parkin look like?
I have no idea.
I think he looks like a large tree.
Really quite large.
He is quite large, yes.
And I don't know how to pronounce the one to watch's name for Bradford. Can you pronounce it?
Where is he? Sherwin Seedorf. That's who they say to watch for Bradford. Sherwin Seedorf. Good old Sherwin. It's that lad of the Seedorfs, Mr. and Mrs. Seedorf's lad. Doing quite well for himself in football. He's the one to watch at Bradford. So, do you think he's going to figure for Bradford against Barnsley then?
Probably not. I don't even think it's going to.
What's your score prediction for Bradford versus Barnsley?
2-1 Barnsley.
2-1 Barnsley. So you think that they're going to continue their winning streak and stay top of the division?
Yep.
Well, I think it's going to be 3-2 to Barnsley as well, and I think they are going to stay at the top. Next up, we've got Doncaster versus Wickham.
1-1.
Do you know, I know someone who loves Wickham. I've got a friend called Peter who lives in Aylesbury, and he absolutely loves Wickham. Yeah. What do you think to Wickham? Do you think it's a thumbs up or a thumbs down? Oh, you've lost your tie.
I lost the time.
Oh my goodness, he's lost his tie.
I don't know.
Smartness is everything. Get your tie back on and sit up straight. You're on TV. Getting back, do you think Wickham are a thumbs up or a thumbs down team?
Thumbs down.
Don't never side with Peter. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Right?
Yeah.
He's got a thing against Wickham. Everybody that is somebody good in football, everybody with a pure heart loves Wickham. They are wonderful. He calls them a nasty name. I think it's going to be 3-1 to Doncaster on that now. What do you go for?
3-1 Doncaster. 1-1.
You're going for 1-1. There we go then, your second favourite team. Will you stop playing with... Bring your tie back over here. Bring your tie back over here. Bring your tie back over here. Bring it over here.
I give up.
Smartness is everything. You must wear your tie. Stop messing about with it. York versus Alfreton.
Again, I'm wearing a Yorkshire. 1-0 York.
1-0 York. I'm going to go for 2-1 to York. And finally, this week, Huddersfield join us by actually playing a game. They play Chelsea. What have you gone for your prediction for Chelsea who visit Huddersfield?
4-0 Chelsea.
4-0 to Chelsea. Well, I'm going to go for something a little bit off kilter. I'm going to say Huddersfield 1, Chelsea 1. I'm going for a draw. What do you think to that?
I just think that you're not ever going to win if you put that.
Excuse me, what was the score from last week? How many points did you get?
21-11.
21 to me, Grandad, 11 to you. Don't be telling me about my predictions, mister, because I am so far ahead. So I think it's going to be 1-1. And that is this week's predictions. Anything else to discuss this week? How do you think Wednesday going to do throughout the season?
I think we'll do decent when you
You
take
do? Right. And what do you think to Barnsley? Do you think they're going to maintain this? Promoted? Do you think they're going to get promoted? Who do you think is going to finish the highest out of Barnsley and Sunderland?
Rubber Sunderland.
Oh, there was a lot of banter on Twitter, wasn't there, between Sunderland and Barnsley? Yeah, because Sunderland played first, didn't they?
Yeah.
And so they were top of the table. And they were taking the mickey out of Barnsley, and then Barnsley won 4-0, so they leapfrogged them. The same thing happened with Wednesday and the Pigs. Because we played before the Pigs and lost, they were taking the mickey out of us, and then they played and they lost. And lo and behold, they lost again on Tuesday to Middlesbrough. They lost 3-0, so they are plumb bottom. So Wednesday are above the Pigs, and Barnsley are above Sunderland. And let's hope that's how it stays to the end of the season. Thank you for joining us this week. We'll see you all next week to round up the results and discuss the next batch of predictions. Yes?
Yes.
Very good predictions there, especially from me. No, they weren't good from you. They weren't.
No.